Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Around the Sty with me, Commissioner DNAC. Now, it was brought to my attention that, Bruce, you had a starting pitcher start for you in the relief pitcher slot. This is illegal, so I deducted those points from your team this week. You are only allowed 7 starting pitchers on your team, and him, being a relief pitcher starting pitcher, is an 8th starting pitcher. So until you make that change, I will be deducting those points from your team every time that player gets a start. With that being said, let's get into this week's matchups. Now, the first matchup was between the Wisconsin Bukkake Special and the Maurer Wins the Merrier. Wisconsin Bukkake Special took this 391.5 to 232, a convincing win. I spoke with Lauren right after he submitted his request for an official name change to feel like a real man, and he told me just a good old-fashioned Porky Piggin on display this week. Nothing unexpected. Now a great matchup against Cat this week. Very astute observations, Loco. Now, the next matchup was between Suck My Dickerson and Dustin for Prince and Simeon. Suck My Dickerson took this away on Sunday, 353 to 335.7. I caught up with Dale minutes after his afternoon ice mocha with cinnamon syrup with his besties Sebastian and Rico. And he told me, for the next couple and a half months or 3, your ass is as grassies. And you're the lawnmower. Wait. And I'm the lawnmower. Now, the next matchup was between Tanakanak, who's there, and Fister Asshole. Tanakanak, who's there, won 345.6 to 320.1. I caught up with Tim minutes before responding to a 911 call to get a 700-pound woman out of her recliner. And he told me, not a surprise win by any means. My guys smelled blood, and they went after it like a 24-year-old looking for BH in Vegas. I asked him if he had any more comments, and this is what he had to say.
He's a red-headed fire crotch. He's a genetic mistake.
Hashtag Entourage in 3 weeks. The next matchup was between Put Your Readers in Her Bumgarner and A-Rod's breakout season. Put Your Readers in Her Bumgarner won this 416.2 to 412.3, an extremely close matchup. I caught up with Kurt while he was receiving his horrendous 3rd grade looking haircut, and he told me, eat shit, Caleb. Tell Aubrey thanks for my celebratory blowjob last night. You sure do have a keeper. I'm not sure what to say about that. The next matchup was between Matt Longoria's Wood's Aoki and Jenny's team. Jenny's team took this 453.1 to 334.1, a convincing win. I spoke to Kat just before she punished John for speaking when not spoken to, and she said, I wish I could say that this was a trying week and that the competition really pushed me to do my best, but I can't. Just like Yachts' team is the dad bod, it's only there to remind me that mine's better than his. It's like he's only capable of swiping left or swiping right. I'm hoping that next week will be more of a challenge to truly test my managing skills. Jenny's team doesn't settle for complacency or mediocrity. We will do nothing but improve from here, and I also wanted to apologize for John's lack of statement last week. He was busy making me a sandwich. And we'll be right back right after this commercial break to go over this week's matchups. And welcome back to this edition of Around the Sty. Here are this week's matchups. It's Tanakanak, who's there, versus Dustin for Prince and Simeon. Jenny's team versus the Wisconsin Bukkake Special. Suck My Dickerson versus Put Your Weeders in Her Bumgarner. A-Rod's breakout season versus Matt Longoria's Wood's Aoki. And the Maurer Wins the Merrier versus Fister Asshole. I wish everyone the utmost luck this coming week. Bruce, fix your relief pitcher. And until next time, pigs, stay filthy.